Annual Broadway concert and auction of the Fairfield County Children's Choir. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight, for supporting the singers, supporting the program, and being here to listen to our music. I have a couple of announcements to make quickly. In the unlikely case of an emergency, exits are located at the sides and also towards the rear of the auditorium. And just FYI, there are 3 large doors there. That's the best way out. These ones are a little more, less space. Upper balcony, down the stairs and out. It's directly, the exit is directly outdoors over there. We, Norwalk Concert Hall asks that we do not have any eating or drinking in the auditorium, no flash photography. Please turn off your cell phones or any other sound-making devices at this time. We'd like to really thank, and I'd ask you to join me in thanking all of our sponsors, the Fairfield School of Music, and our corporate partners, Koshkoff and Peter, and People's United Bank. We are going to begin this evening's program with a Newtown commemoration. The Fairfield County Children's Choir does not have any students from Sandy Hook School this year. However, we have some students from Newtown, from other schools, and our conductor, Cindy Holberg, is also a teacher at a different school in Newtown. So we're very close, but of course, this tragedy has impacted all of us all around the world. And I've invited a person who, if you've been following some of this, you may have seen Shaul Praver, Rabbi Shaul Praver. He sang an extremely beautiful prayer at the service on December 16th at Newtown High School, where President Obama also spoke. Shaul is a great old friend of the Fairfield County Children's Choir. We first met at a Fairfield Holocaust service, probably, I'm not sure if it was 12 or 14 years ago. And shortly after that, we had him as our guest artist at our December winter concert. He's a phenomenal singer. He has a television show. We performed on his television show. We performed last March a benefit for his temple, Adopt Israel, in Newtown, along with at Newtown High School, along with Tom Chapin. So would you welcome now Rabbi Shaul Praver?
Thank you very, very much. It's a pleasure to be here, and what a wonderful choir. I first want to applaud the choir and my good friend John Noyes for the wonderful work that they do. The challenge that we have in Newtown is how to go forward remembering the events of December 14th, at the same time not forgetting. And that's a tough one. And we feel many people have this sense of ambivalence. We would just like everything to be back the way it was before that terrible day. But on the other hand, we all feel very called to do something for our beloved, the children, the 20 children, and the 6 adults that lost their lives on that day. And so there's different responses. Personally, I feel very much called to try to lift the country up in whatever way that I can. And we know that there's a lot of discussions about law and things like that. And I really leave that to other people, being a member of the clergy. Whatever is fixed in that, whatever improvements are made in that area of guns, per se, will only solve a very small part of the problem, because most of the homicides that take place in cities across the United States happen with guns, very small guns, that will never be banned, and they're here to stay. So they're just not up for discussion. So therefore, the solution and the fix really require a spiritual solution, in where there is very important programming offered, teaching compassionate living. Did you know that in WestCon, through the wonderful offices of the Dalai Lama, president of the university, there is a Center for Compassionate Living. And there you have a lot of learning tools and curriculum about how we can be a holy country and make those words, "In God we trust," ring true. Or if you're not a person of faith, just a person of ethical culture, that's fine too. And really, this is the big challenge that we have, to lift up the hearts in the United States, a spiritual awakening. In the cities, there needs to be good programs for children, for young ones, to learn about spirituality, not religion, but spirituality, how to be with one another, how to respect one another. Otherwise, if we don't have this kind of alternative in the cities throughout the United States, then the gangs will be the only show in town, and that's where we're getting our violence from the gang activity and the criminology, the criminal behavior in the cities. So we need to offer an alternative, and that's how we're going to be able to change the culture from a culture of violence to a culture of peace, love, civility, compassion. I thank you. I'm from Newtown, and I'm proud to be from Newtown, and Newtown chooses love. Peace.